It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From White House Rupert Field on the campus of Steinert High School, we welcome you to this presentation of the 2026 Colonial Valley Conference Softball Tournament Quarterfinals on WBCB, where this afternoon it's a battle of the number 7 seed Lawrence Cardinals taking on the 2nd seeded Steinert Spartans. And a pleasant good afternoon to everybody. Alongside the 3-time Hall of Famer Rich Fisher, I'm Jordan Hirsch. Today, Steinert looks to begin their quest to exercise some local tournament demons that have possessed them the 3-time reigning Group 3 champs. Despite all the success in sectional and state tournaments, the Spartans, they won just 2 Mercer County or CVC tournament titles since 2011. However, the quarterfinals have been quite kind to Steinert. They've advanced past this round every year since 2017, including a 7-2 takedown of Lawrence in this game last season. As for this year, the Spartans grounded the Cardinals with a 10-0 Mercy Rule victory just 9 days ago here on this field. A rare shutout for a Lawrence squad, which enters today with the CVC's best offense. Jeff Shatton's squad is fresh off a first-round victory over Heightstown, their first defeat of the Rams since 2013. This team is young, they're confident, and they certainly don't lack energy. So, will it be same old for Steinert here in the CVC quarterfinals, or will the youthful enthusiasm prove too much to handle as the Cards look to advance to the semis? Lineups and first pitch coming for you next on WBCB. In today's game, that's being brought to you by Team Toyota, the Capital Health System, the Revere Restaurant, the New Jersey Education Association, the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, Kessel Dermatology, Saul Funeral Homes, Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, De Lorenzo's The Berg, now open in Hamilton, the Hamilton Township Division of Health, the Hamilton Township Education Association, the Trentonian, Hyundai of Trenton, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, the Trenton Thunder, and Haldeman Ford. Make sure you stay tuned, everybody. When we come back, we'll be joined by the 3-time Hall of Famer Rich Fisher, and we'll get you those lineups and first pitch all coming for you right after this on WBCB.
It's time now for the best high school. Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Back from White House Rupert Field as we're about set to get this quarterfinal matchup underway. Ellie Miller out in the circle getting her warm-up tosses in for Steinert. And let's take a look at the Cardinals lineup that she will face this afternoon. Leading it off will be the shortstop Hope Lestitian, followed by center fielder Grace Telichka and the catcher Madison Spiteri. Right fielder Ellie Hager bats cleanup. Then it's a third baseman Amelia Pachuta and second baseman Zoe Hartman. The bottom three, the pitcher Bailey Schaefer, first baseman Heather Lestitian, and the left fielder is Jadid Leonardo. taking on one of the CVC's best in Ellie Miller, sporting a 1.34 ERA, which is second in the conference to McKenna Seiler of Notre Dame. She leads the CVC with a 0.86 whip, and Ellie Miller has really picked up fish right where Katie Samanka left off the last 4 years.
Well, Ellie Miller she's a great story because she could have come in here. She could have been the #1 pitcher for pretty much any team in the CVC since her freshman year. And she could have come in here and they would have told her, you're not pitching, you're playing outfield. They kept her in the lineup because of her bat, but she didn't say a word. She waited her time, and now she's showing everybody what she can do. And
she fires in a first pitch strike there to Hope Lastician to get this ball game underway.
You know, she's had a fabulous season, and she just showed what she can do. And ball one. I mean, you don't get a lot of kids like that. I mean, how many kids would just say, you know what, I'm transferring to Notre Dame, I'm transferring to Petty, you know, just transfer. She stayed with this group of people. You know, the foundation here, her, Mia Pope, and Bianca Walsh, the three of them have started for 3 years, 3 state championships.
1-2 rides up and away. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ellie Miller pitched against these Cardinals 9 days ago, went 5 innings, allowed only 1 hit and no runs, striking out 9. She's striking out over 10 batters per 7 innings, and she starts off the quarterfinals with a punch-out to begin the day.
Yeah, I mean, she's been absolutely amazing this year. And, you know, they didn't have her in their loss to Robbinsville the other night, although Robbinsville has Steinert's number. I mean, they seem to beat them a lot. But, I mean, Ellie Miller, she's taken down teams this year, state-ranked teams like in the top 5, like Mount St. Dominic and Donovan Catholic. I mean, these are potential state champions that she's beaten.
Yeah, she was out sick on Friday, which is why she didn't pitch, and then she recovered very well, taking down Donovan Catholic, who at the time was the number 2 ranked team in the state.
Oh, yeah, and they're great. I mean, Donovan Catholic's in that meat grinder, non-public A with St. John Vianney and Notre Dame, and just a ton of great teams in that bracket.
Pitch here is grounded left side. That's cut off by Aaliyah O'Neill, who makes the throw to first. And 2 up, 2 down now for Ellie Miller and the Spartans. And here comes the catcher, Madison Spiteri. Well, as for the Cardinals, they're coming off of a 15-5 Mercy Rule win over Hightstown in the first round on Monday. Scored 12 runs in the first inning alone. And Fish, this is the CVC's best offense, if you could believe it, in Lawrence. They come in averaging 8.3 runs per game. They've scored double digits 7 times already this year.
Well, and, you know, for this Lawrence team, anything they get this year is gravy. I mean, they're loaded. They're 3, 4, and 5 hitters. 2 of them are hitting over 500. The one in the middle's got like 28 RBIs, and they're sophomore, freshman. I mean, this team is going to be loaded for the future.
Yeah, this is a Cardinals team that they're already setting some program records across the board this year. And like you mentioned, this is a very young team as well. Lots of underclassmen in the starting lineup for Jeff Shatton. He's got to be very pleased with how some of these girls have played here this season, as that one is taken just inside for a ball.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm sure you have the stats in front of you. You look, I mean, a freshman hitting well over 500, another sophomore hitting over 500. Ellie Balger, she's got 6 home runs and 28 RBIs. I mean, it's crazy.
That one rides upstairs. Yeah, one of them here is at the dish, and Madison Spiteri, the sophomore, hitting .525 this season. She's been on base in all 16 games. Leads the team in walks at 19. She's walking 32% of the time. And she takes one off the elbow, so she's going to reach first in a bit of a painful fashion to be the Cardinals' first base runner of the day. Just the 3rd batter that Ellie Miller has hit this season.
Yeah, she's got really good control, good location.
And here comes one of the CVC's best power hitters in softball, Annabelle Hager. Goes by Ellie Fish, like you mentioned to me before the game. Yes. She leads the CVC with 6 long balls this season. We're going to get the Cardinals off and running in the first, and a healthy cut that time, and it's 0-1.
I'm doing a feature on her for the Lawrence Monthly paper. Very engaging young woman, very friendly. fun to talk to.
She's hitting .434 this season, an OPS 2 ticks under 1,400, but looked a little confused that time, and it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, Ellie can confuse people.
We saw it at times the last couple of seasons when she was the secondary pitcher to Katie Samanka, and now she's gotten the chance to take the reins, and she delivers up and away. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is not her first local tournament game that she's pitched in. She got a relief appearance in the 2024 Mercer County semis when 3 2/3 allowed 1 unearned run against Notre Dame. That one's outside, snap throw, and it's handled over there by the freshman Madison Milton.
Yeah, Ellie, I mean, they put her in the outfield to keep, like I said, to keep her bat in the lineup, and she was a really good outfielder as well, very smooth. That's one thing about this Steinert team, they play very good defense.
That's a called strike 3 from Miller, so she sandwiches the inning with a pair of strikeouts, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. Cardinals 0, Spartans coming up.
Okay.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Since 1899, proud to be a part of your greater Hamilton Township community is Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it the most. For more information, you can visit saulfuneralhomes.com. Ellie Miller throws up a 0 in the top of the first, and now her and the rest of her offense are going to get a chance to go to work against Cardinals pitcher Bailey Schaefer. The lineup that Jen Melker will roll out today, it's the shortstop Mia Pope, then pitcher Ellie Miller and second baseman Bianca Walsh. Catcher Francesca Castellano bats cleanup. Then it's the first baseman Madison Milton and third baseman Aaliyah O'Neill. The bottom 3, the right fielder Lindsay Swyzak, designated player Victoria Poppert, and the left fielder is Adeline Lavelle, with Danica Spack out in center field. Going up against Bailey Schaefer, who enters today with a 3.89 earned run average. In 86 1/3 innings, she's allowed 87 runs, only 48 of them earned. Walks have been a problem for her, though. She's walked 35 compared to just 34 strikeouts. So Spartans with a game plan of just trying to get on base and put the ball in play, because it's not a pitcher that strikes out a whole lot of batters. As Mia Pope takes up and in, it's 1 ball and 1 strike. For Mia Pope, she's committed to Marist. She's on an 11-game on-base streak. She's hit in each of her last 8 games. And she grounds this one right side, scooped up by the second baseman Zoe Hartman, and she makes the play for the first out.
Yeah, and the first 3 batters in his lineup were the 3 scholarship winners at the Trenton Softball Hall of Fame. All 3 of them, Pope, Miller, and Walsh. And they were all given a chance to speak and all accorded themselves very well with their speeches. It was nice to see.
Here's Ellie Miller, sporting her .389 batting average this year. She's driven in 9 runs. She's been on base in all 18 games, and this one's bounced foul. All 18 games that she has played in, that is. She's struggled in her career, though, against the Cardinals. Just 2 for 16. She has scored 5 runs in 6 career games against Lawrence. This one's chopped on the ground towards short. Lestitian makes the play, and there's quickly 2 away now, and a nice start out there for Schaefer.
Oh, yeah. If she can get through the... Tell you what, these top 3 are dangerous hitters. You can keep them off base. You got something going.
Bianca Walsh has been perhaps the most dangerous this season, and especially as of late. Riding a 9-game on-base streak in which she's hitting 15 for 32 with 7 doubles and 13 RBIs. One of the conference's top extra base hit threats. Swings the first pitch, sends it to left. Leonardo coming in, she won't grab it. And a big turnaround first there for Walsh, but she'll hold up with a 2-out single.
Walsh jumping on that quick. She's like that. She's pretty aggressive. She likes to go up there and take her cuts.
Well, now she's aboard for the cleanup hitter, Francesca Castellano. Lots of familiarity with this Steinert team. Senior, junior, laden. These players have been with each other through it all, and it's been a very successful run, of course, here at Steinert the last 3 years. Well, the 3-time reigning Group 3 champions.
Yeah, but this is the tournament they want now. They're 3-time state champions, but have not won a county or conference tournament during those 3 years. That's pretty mind-boggling. But that just goes to show you how really good the CVC is. It's tough to get by.
That one goes to the backstop. Walsh will go to second on the wild pitch.
You know, Steinert's got 4 losses, and one of them is to St. John Vianney, who's just a powerhouse. I think they're still #1 in the state. And then 2 are to Allentown and Robbinsville. Now, you know, asterisk with Robbinsville because Miller wasn't there. But then again, Robbinsville's beaten them 4 out of 6 times. So, you know, Robbinsville is not intimidated by Steinert in any way, and Allentown isn't either. If they meet either of them teams, they know they can beat Steinert.
Castellano ahead in the count now. 2 balls and no strikes. Struggling a bit the last couple of weeks. 2 for her last 13, and she's swinging away here and sends it foul.
See, it's interesting. Jen Melker and I joke about it. The last time they won the Mercer County tournament, they didn't win the state tournament. So she jokes and saying, well, maybe we shouldn't win the CVC. If we do, we won't win the states.
2-2 is again fouled away. Yeah, Steinert hasn't quite been able to put it all together, if you could say. It's hard to, you know, find things that this team hasn't done well over the last few years, but you're right, Fish. I mean, it hasn't been this round, but it's been the next round. It's been the semifinals where they've really gotten tripped up.
Yeah.
Another 2-2. That one's just inside, and the count goes full.
Well, you got Notre Dame, you got Robbinsville. I mean, these are great programs. You know, right now it's been Steinert's turn at the state level, but you know, Robbinsville was winning some state titles there, and Notre Dame, like I said, Notre Dame just plays in a powerhouse bracket. But
3-2 on the way. Line drive right field coming on is Hager. It's off her glove and it gets away. Spartans will take the lead as Francesca Castellano has herself a 2-out RBI double.
Really? It was right on her glove.
I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt because it was a sliding attempt.
Oh, she was sliding? Okay. No.
We won't give that a hit.
Jen Melker has just overruled my me giving her a double. The RBI counts, however.
Thanks for verifying my call, Milk.
The batter now is the freshman Maddie Milton.
No. So, Justin, all I have to say to you is nah.
You better watch out because unlike Tuesday, I now have a mic to come back at you.
You do. I like to spar verbally with you in person.
Milton swings at the first pitch and sends that one into right field for a base hit. How about some 2-out lightning in a bottle for the Spartans as Brielle Eckel crosses the plate standing up, and the Spartans go on top 2-zip.
Well, I'll tell you, that Maddie Milton is some kind of freshman. She just constantly delivers. I mean, it's just like the moment's never too big for her.
Yeah, she had a big home run earlier in the year in a game against Notre Dame. She has the only 2 home runs for Steinert on the season, and You're right, Fish. She's kind of stepped into Addison Hassan's role from last year, and she hasn't been tripped up at all entering this star-studded lineup as just a freshman.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
batter now is the third baseman, Aaliyah O'Neill, as the Spartans have had 3 straight reach base here with 2 outs, and that's going to come to an end as O'Neill lines one into the glove of Hope Lestishin over there at short. Steinert gets 2 across the plate here in the first. We'll go to the second with the Spartans leading it 2-0.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
For over 30 years, Mercer Bucks Orthopedics has provided expert orthopedic care to keep you moving. World-class orthopedic care here in your hometown from Mercer Bucks Orthopedics with 3 locations in Lawrenceville, Hamilton, and in Langhorne. And now open in Hamilton is DeLorenzo's The Berg, 147 Sloan Avenue. Open Tuesday to Friday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturdays noon to 9, Sundays 4 to 9, and closed on Mondays. We go to the second here in the CVC tournament quarterfinals. Steinert leading this one 2-0, and now Ellie Miller will go to work against 5, 6, and 7 in this Lawrence order. It'll be Amelia Pachuta, Zoe Hartman, and Bailey Schaefer against the senior right-hander. The first pitch to Pachuta is cut on and missed.
So, Jordan, you'll be happy to know that Jeff Shatton has come over and said they're awarding a double.
Well, see, now it's 2-2, so we need a tie-breaking vote then.
No, I'll give it the double.
That one's fouled away. It's no balls and 2 strikes here on Pachuta.
You give a double and everybody's happy, you know?
Well, the hitter's certainly happy.
Yeah, the only one not happy is the pitcher as far as their ERA, but, you know.
That one's taken outside. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. How about the freshman campaign that Amelia Pachuta putting together, hitting .556, which is the top average in the entire CVC.
It's sick. And, you know, I asked her after her game the other day against Hightstown, I said, you surprising yourself? She's like, She goes, I've always enjoyed hitting, so it was just like, you know, I'm just going up there having fun, hitting the ball.
She went 2 for 3 with a home run and a career-high 4 RBIs on Monday in that first-round win over the Rams. And she pops this one up, back of second. Walsh is there to make the grab.
That was a great change up there by Miller. She got her way out in front of it. Whoops.
That's one way to quiet the CVC's best hitter, is just get that bat to slow down, and got her to send a weak pop-up up there to Bianca Walsh. And here comes Zoe Hartman, the second baseman. Hartman 0 for her last 9, and she takes one that skips off the front of the plate for a ball.
You know, I find it interesting that, let me, Gus, what were your thoughts on that ball to right field? Now, see, Gus says if it hits the glove, it's an error.
I think that's just Gus saying that to spite me. He really thinks it was a double.
No,
he won't admit it, though.
I'm of the hit the glove school myself, but, you know, whatever.
2-0 here to Hartman is a fastball that's in there for a called strike.
What's interesting is it's not even Jeff Shatton's player. Usually they stick up for their players to get the hits. He was kind of sticking up for the Steinert girl to get the hit, where he didn't want to give his right fielder an error, you know.
Another fastball, that time over at the knees. This is the count now even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Zoe Hartman started the year red hot, hit .364 through her first 22 at-bats, but hitting just .185 in her last 27. She stays alive right here.
This is a very weird weather day. It's warm and then it's cold. Clouds coming in, sun's coming in, coming out.
Over the last few years, Fish, I think you and I have become accustomed as Hartman goes down on strikes. That's the third strikeout of the day for Ellie Miller. But Fish, we've become so accustomed to being here when it's like 85, 90, 95, late May, early June games.
Yeah, those state games, absolutely. But here we're still in May, so mid-May.
Now it's Bailey Schaefer, a chance to help her own cause. 1 for 4 with a double on Monday in that win over the Rams in the first round. She was tied up in knots that time.
You talk about this team, I don't know. I'm trying to think how many seniors are in this starting lineup.
Well, for Lawrence, it's just the two. It's Hope Lestitian and Grace Telichka.
That's who I meant. Yeah, 2 seniors in this starting lineup.
Actually 3. Jadid Leonardo at the bottom, also a senior.
Okay. They're hitting .351 as a team. This is if they can get some really consistent pitching.
Well, Ellie Miller just struck out the last 2 batters in this inning, so she works a 1-2-3 top of the second. We'll head to the bottom half of the frame. Steinert still nursing a 2-0 lead.
Summer starts here at Team Toyota. Whether you're road tripping in the all-new RAV4, sprinting through your sports schedule in the Sienna, or hitting the farmer's market with friends in a Camry, Team Toyota has a huge selection of new and certified Toyota models, hybrid, electric, or gas. We've got the right option for your drive. Plus, our award-winning service centers will keep you on the road all summer long. Team Toyota, ready for wherever summer takes you. Stop in today or visit teamtoyota.net.
The Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It's important for everybody to stay up to date on recommended vaccines, whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, COVID-19 vaccine, or an pneumonia shot. Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. And today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of their students the best of luck this school term. Lindsay Swyzak set to lead it off here in the top of the second. Swyzak, one of the few underclassmen on the Steinert team. Won for her last 7, but hitting .444 this season, which leads the squad. And yeah, Fish, if you take a look at the star-studded lineup, and I asked you, who do you think leads the team in offense? Would Swyzak have been your first guess?
No, not really. I mean, you know, yeah, that's the thing. They're just up and down the lineup.
Well, she's leading it because of plays like that as she puts one into the left center field gap. Another big turnaround first, but Swyzak holds up with a leadoff single.
Yeah, she just kind of dumped that in out there. A little, kind of reached out, went with the pitch, and flunked it into the left field.
Here comes Victoria Poppert, who's been hot, riding a 4-game hit streak. Not much of a power hitter as Poppert, at least not yet as a sophomore, as 13 of her 15 hits are singles this year. And that was actually after she showcased some power last season with 7 extra base hits. She swings 0-1, lines it to right. That one's caught out there by Hager for the first out.
Hager just moved out there this year, too. She was first baseman last year, but she played a lot of outfield and travel, so.
Here comes Adeline Lavelle, who really just started getting some offensive playing time over the last few weeks. She's 3 for 9 as a freshman, and it was mostly Danica Spack manning the 9-hole in Jen Melker's lineup towards the beginning of the season, but her offensive struggles have allowed Addie Lavelle to now get some cuts here in May.
Addie Lavelle, another freshman. I mean, you know, they managed to circulate young players in, so you have that older nucleus, but you got the young kids getting the experience and knowing how to win, and next thing you know, they take over.
Yeah, these underclassmen certainly have a senior and junior group that they could learn a lot from as they come up here at Steinert.
Well, you're not going to see a trio like Pope, Miller, and Walsh in a long time. I mean, to come in as freshmen, to start all 3 years, and to win 3 state champions, and be contributors to all 3. You know, yeah, there were people before, people after, but those girls are special.
2-1-2 Lavelle is down and away. It's 3 balls and 1 strike.
Oh, now it's cold again.
It's because the clouds have covered up the sun, Fish.
I know, Mr. Science.
It's fine. Even though the sun's being covered up by the clouds, you're the sunshine that always brightens my day. Lavelle draws a walk. It's the first free pass allowed by Schaefer. And there are 2 aboard for the Spartans, and here comes trouble. It's Mia Pope.
I hear thousands of people retching out there in Lawrence and Hamilton who are listening to this.
Well, I guess they probably also are figuring it's about time I say something nice about you.
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
You got to take it and run, Fish.
I am. I'm going with it.
That one's over at the knees for a strike on Mia Pope, who grounds it out to second base last inning.
Mia Pope, by the way, 165 hits. She's 3 shy of tying Nottingham's Kristen Hallam for second place on the all-time hits for CVC players. Number 1 player is Robbinsville's Chelsea Manto, who's in the 200s. So I think she's kind of unreachable. But I have a pretty good feeling Mia will be sending Z down to 3rd place. That was Kristen Hallam's nickname.
Line just foul. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes now, the count here on Pope. Mia Pope, you know, Fish, she's actually struggling this year, hitting just .415. And I say struggling because she's hit 500 or better in each of her first 3 seasons.
Well, she has 166, Jen Melker tells us. NJ.com is missing one, so nice to know Melker's listening to us so she can correct us.
1-2 is down low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That's why we love her. You would have liked to watch Kristen Hallam. Boy, she was a heck of a hitter.
Pope rips this one on the ground off the glove of Hartman over there at second. It trickles into center field. Swyzak will come around to score, and it's 3-0 Steinert.
Oh, what are you giving there, pal?
That's actually a tough one. I think that's tougher than the one out in right field.
Well, she had to.
I would say would you go a single E4 to allow the run to score?
Yes, I would.
There we go. We're in agreement.
Yeah, because I don't think she was going to have a chance to get anybody at any base, even if she made the play. But by kicking it away, that allowed Swyzak to come around and score. So, nice to agree with you there, my friend.
Count 0-1 here on Ellie Miller. She chops it to third. Up with it, Pachuta takes it to the bag for 1. That's her only play. And so the Cardinals get the lead runner, and there's 2 down here in the bottom of the second. And here comes Bianca Walsh.
Now batting for the Spartans, number 1, Bianca Walsh.
Steinert, by the way, had a bye in the first round here. 4 teams had a bye: Allentown, Steinert, Robbinsville, and Notre Dame. So they're all joining the fun today.
The winner of this game takes on the winner of Notre Dame Hopewell Valley, which is also airing for you here on WBCB.
Yeah, Hopewell Valley is a very improved team this year. Got some pretty good players, and Notre Dame not having a Notre Dame-like year. They've been a little up and down.
A one to Wall, shot into center, and that's down. It's rolling to the wall. One run will score. Pope falls going around second, or Miller rather, and so she's going to have to hold up at third. She just cost her second baseman an RBI, and it's a 4-0 ball game, and Ellie Miller and Jen Melker having a laugh about it over there at third. She's probably hoping that we didn't get that on camera. So a 1-run double there from Walsh.
Yes. That was just a beautiful swing by Walsh, too. Just leveled off on it perfectly.
First pitch here to Castellano is fouled away. We mentioned Notre Dame not having a Notre Dame-esque year. I mean, Steinert, just obviously we've come to expect dominance out of the Spartans group, and 16-4 with wins over top 10 teams certainly is that. The offense this year averaging 7.5 runs per game, but that's fourth in the CVC. We're used to seeing them right up there at the top.
Right, but they got the pitching.
Ground ball out to short. Lestitian there. The throw across is in time to get Castellano, but Steinert strikes for 2 more here in the second, and it's off to the third from White House Rupert Field, with the home team enjoying a 4-0 lead in the CVC quarterfinals.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs for acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Don't forget, if you missed any of today's action, you could read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. And don't forget to visit Hyundai of Trenton if you're ever looking of buying a new car. They've got 1,400 tariff-free cars ready to go, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. 4-0, Steinert on top as we go to the third here in the CVC tournament quarterfinals. And it'll be the first baseman, Heather Lestitian, in for the first time against Ellie Miller. And Miller's first offering to her is bounced up the middle, charging Walsh. Gloves, fires in time, 1 pitch, 1 away.
Miller will take that over strikeout any day.
Yeah, she struck out 4 of the first 7 that she's faced, and the pitch count is in an incredibly manageable spot. Not that pitch count is all that big of an issue here in softball.
No. I mean, it can be after a while, but...
Leonardo first pitch swinging on the ground to second. How about 2 pitches and 2 away for Miller in the third? And just like that, all the infielders have gotten work, as we've had a ground out to third, a ground out to second, and there a ground out to short in the first time through the order for Lawrence.
Oh, how about that? That's what you call a balanced defense.
Hope Lestitian will be the batter, and got a feeling she's probably going to take this first pitch, although she squares and misses, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, you would think, but...
Came that close to a 3-pitch inning right there. Hope Lestitian now 0 for 9 in 5 career games against Steinert, and she falls behind here 0-2. Lestitian, one of the senior leaders on this Cardinals squad. Getting a chance to play alongside her sister, of course, who led off this inning. And a good eye right there by the leadoff hitter, and it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count here on Lestitian. Came into this game hitting .351 and goes down swinging for her second strikeout. So a 6-pitch top of the third from Ellie Miller, and the Bats get a chance to go right back to work on top 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the third on WBCB.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one.
Today's game is brought to you as a public service by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, a chance to stand with your community and show that nobody struggles alone. For more information about the programs and services offered by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, you can head to mercercountyprosecutor.com. 4-0 Spartans as we go to the bottom of the third, and just down the road, it's 6-0 Notre Dame on top of Hopewell Valley, which is who the winner of this game will take on at Armstrong Park.
So, Jordan, I guess we have to give Barbara some props, huh? My lovely wife. Today she is listening to a broadcast from. Well, Jordan's not even listening. You just get right in the middle of me talking to you. You just take your headphones off.
Brianne had to come over and tell me something.
Oh, well, I'm telling you something. We got Barbara listening to us out of state for the second time in 3 games. She was in Florida listening and watching, and now today she's in New York listening and watching. So. That's the dedication. That's the loyalty we like, huh?
Yeah, we always, of course, appreciate Barbara and all of the support that she's given us over the years.
Yes.
This is where I first met her, actually, was at a Steinert game a few years ago, at a Steinert softball game.
Well, she'd probably be here. She wasn't in New York.
2-1 to Madison. Milton is taken down and away. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. What Brianna had to come over and tell me was that now this year they're not doing the semifinals at Armstrong Park, so if Steinert wins this game, they would host either Notre Dame or Hopewell Valley.
Really? Really? Wow.
That one's lined into left center field. That's going to skitter along the turf and roll to the wall, and Maddie Milton has herself a leadoff double.
Well, that is news to me. Huh.
Now batting for the Spartans, number 30, Aaliyah O'Neill.
The finals still over there at Armstrong Park. That'll be on Tuesday at 7.
I'm surprised at that. I had no idea that happened. Now the baseball semis are still both at Veterans Park, right?
That's correct. And we'll have coverage all day for you over there tomorrow is at 3:30 Steinert after they took down Robbinsville on the road, getting a chance to go against Allentown in the semifinals, and the nightcap being Lawrence and Hightstown.
I know, it's killing me to not be there.
You'll be streaming it, though. You'll be one of the supporters.
I'll be doing what I can. You know, I don't want to be rude at the birthday party. It's a 90th birthday party.
The big 9-0.
Yeah.
And for those of you wondering at home, no, it is not Fish's 90th birthday party. Like you said Tuesday, you're there to provide youthful energy.
Youthful energy, yes. I'll be the youngster.
2-1 to O'Neill is lined right into the glove of Pachuta over there at third. The Spartans just continue to hit balls hard. That's their third line out.
Yeah, they're hitting them on the screws, that's for sure.
And O'Neill's got to be figuring that. She's got to be thinking, man, when is one of these going to get down for me? She's now lined out to short and lined out to third. The first pitch to Lindsay Swyzak, taken up and in. Swyzak, she opened last inning with a single, came around to score. The Spartans have scored a pair of runs in each of the first two. This one's popped foul and out of play.
Want to get on that, Jordan?
Nah, it's a little too far back. I don't think the headset wire would reach.
That would be a sight.
I'm going to catch one eventually here.
No, I'm thinking about you running with the headphones on and the wire behind you.
Whenever we do a game here, I'm always on my toes, ready for a foul ball. This one's in the dirt. Good read by Milton, and she's going to take third base.
Especially with these lefty hitters up. You wait to come flying off the bat. All right.
I've had one come my way a couple of years ago and clanked it.
Well, I'm no hero. You'll see me duck every time.
Roller towards second. Milton's coming home. The throw's going to the plate, and Milton crosses safely.
Well, they were in, but they just that ball kind of rolled a little slow, and not much you could do about it.
Number 32, Victoria.
Do the Spartans have like a vendetta against sliding? Because that's the second time there's been a play at the plate where they went in standing up, and it perhaps helped them both times as they were able to cross safely.
Well, see, they're smart. They know when to slide and when not to slide.
Victoria Poppert takes down and in. It's 1 ball and no strikes. I guess I shouldn't question a three-time reigning state champion team, right?
It's your job to question, pal. It's your job to get the truth out there. Have there been any courtesy runners today?
That one's up and away. Yeah, it was Brielle Eckel who courtesy ran for Castellano and scored the run in the first.
Oh, okay. So I got it. All right. Missed that.
2-1 from Schaefer is fouled off.
I'm still trying to get my wits about me after that ride down the Parkway and the Turnpike today.
Yeah, there were rumors this afternoon that Fish wasn't going to make it in time for the pregame show, and
Yes.
he was able to get down here, and
You filled in ably, my friend.
that's right. I gave you a chance to sit there and look pretty, which is something you do best.
Oh, aren't you something? Yeah, I got home in time to just gobble up a quick peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then I didn't have any time to write anything out. And but it all went well.
Well, see, you've got your priorities in order right there.
I'm starving. I was starving.
Runner on first, and 1 run already home here in the bottom of the third. And the 2-2 on the way to Poppert is taken for a called strike 3. And it's the first strikeout of the day for Bailey Schaefer.
Now batting for the Spartans, number 34, Addie Lovell.
Addie Lovell now will dig in from the left side.
Dan Caruso doing the PA announcing as always, and I found out a couple weeks ago from Michael Hastings, Stinger is not going to be doing the football PA announcing next fall, and he said that Caruso may be the man, the former football coach turning PA man for his former team. That's not official, that's just chit-chat, but I think in Stinger's words it was maybe Caruso.
1-0 to Lovell is downstairs.
Where else do you get juicy gossip like this, huh?
That's why I always enjoy calling games with you, Fish, because you break news on the broadcast.
Big news. Big
Huge
news. The football PA announcer.
That one sails to the backstop, and advancing up to second base goes Swyzak.
Reporters been climbing all over themselves to try to get that story, buddy.
And per usual, you were the first one on it.
If I was as good at getting real scoops as I was at getting stupid ones, I'd be pretty good.
Would you have been a 6-time Hall of Famer at that point, not just 3? You would have doubled it? That's a perfectly located 3-0 pitch. Steinert looking to continue their perfect home record here in 2026. As this one sailed towards left. Leonardo there, and she puts it away to end the inning. Spartans get another run across. They go on top 5-0. Let's see if the Cardinals offense that's been so dangerous this year can get on the board and strike in the 4th when we come back on WBCB.
Visit their website at Saul Funeral Home. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Just around the corner is another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. Full and half-season ticket memberships as well as multi-game packs are on sale now for the 2026 season. Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community is Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They've got it all, new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks, and a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business.
We're just talking off the air. Lawrence, top hitting team in the CVC, and Ellie Miller's thrown 8 straight scoreless innings against them, allowing just 1 hit.
Yeah, and that 1 hit came in the game back on May 5th. The only base runner so far for Lawrence was Madison Spiteri in the first, who was plunked. And this one's fouled off the bat of Grace Telichka to begin the 4th. It's a Cardinals offense that, despite being number 1 in the CVC, it's really been all or nothing. When they win, Fish, they average 13.6 runs per game, but just 2.9 in their losses.
Right.
Telichka takes a fastball inside as she turns away, and it's 1-1.
Well, you know, young teams, you know, it's a good sign that they can hit, you know, the decent pitching, but you got to take that next step and hit the great pitching.
That one's put away in foul territory by O'Neill over there at third.
And, you know, they're so young that could happen next year because they've seen this really good pitch. And I'm sure a lot of them see it in travel ball, too. But,
yeah, they've certainly got the skill. Now it's just about finding the consistency.
Yeah.
Well, here is Spiteri. Digging in with 1 out and nobody on here in the 4th, and works herself ahead. 1 ball, no strikes. Madison Spiteri, she scored 24 runs this year, which is 2 away from tying the program record since at least 2011, which is held by Katie Ciafretta.
Oh, going back to Mia Pope, said she had 165 hits, and Melker told us once. I forget if I mentioned that after Melker told us or not.
You did, don't you worry.
All right.
You were on top of it.
Sometimes I forget. But anyway, she got that hit in the 2nd inning, so the next hit she gets will tie Z Hallam for the 2nd place on the CVC list.
That one's over at the knees, according to the home plate umpire. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Z Allen went off and had a really good college career. I forget where it was. I think it was one of those New York schools, Division I schools, Hofstra or one of them. And now I think she's still an assistant coach at Penn.
Well, the count now 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Spiteri as we continue to talk about records. I mentioned it in her first at-bat. She leads the team with 19 walks. That is a program record for a single season since at least 2011. Breaking ball, grounded foul, so she stays alive.
That's what you got to try to do. Maybe, work some at-bats here and see what you can do about hanging in there. Maybe foul a few off, draw a walk. Try to do something to get Ellie Miller a little bit off her pace. She's just been zipping right along here.
This is the longest at-bat so far for the Cardinals through now their first 12. The 3-2, and it hit her. How about that? Ellie Miller had only plunked 2 batters all season long, and now she's hit Spiteri twice.
I think Spiteri should take that personal. Especially she had 3 balls on her. At least take the walk.
Well, here comes Ellie Hager, who despite striking out in the first inning, has been on fire. A 4-game hit streak, 6 for 14 in that span with 3 homers, a double, 12 RBIs, and 8 runs.
She ended the Heightstown game the other day with a home run to make it the 10-run rule. It was just a tracer over the left center field fence. It was like just crushed it. It didn't go high. It just was like a little bit of a lofting line drive, and that got out quick.
And one thing that I've noticed now, this being the first game that I've gotten a chance to see her in action, just a very balanced swing.
Yep.
A 1-1 the count now on Hager. Comes into this one with 28 RBIs, which ties Amanda Toto for the program record in the NJ.com era. I was going to ask you this question, Fish, because I'm sure you would know. Amanda Toto, any relation to Teak at Lawrence?
Could be, yeah. I mean, it's not a very common name. So, yeah.
If so, already a very athletic family.
Yeah,
but
yeah. No, I almost guess it has to be, unless they're cousins. I mean, what are the odds of having two people with the names Toto that aren't related to each other in the same school?
Breaking ball that's nicked foul. I stumped you, though. I thought that you were going to have that right off the dome.
I might have asked somebody and been told that was the case, but I don't remember it. You did stump me. Well, bully for you.
Swing and a miss. She got her. 4 strikeouts on the day now for Miller. Twice, or I should say 6 strikeouts, rather. Twice now she's gotten Hager to go down. And now it'll be Amelia Pachuta with a runner on first and 2 away.
Nice to see Gus with his trusty umbrella here at Steinert.
It's an umbrella that's taken a beating at this field before, as we've documented many times.
Saved Gus's life. Boom, right off the umbrella. And Gus's expression was just priceless. Yeah, you were baffled. What's happening there? Now you're going to get me laughing.
1-1 here, cut on and missed by Pachuta. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 4 home runs on the season for the third baseman, and that one tails outside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pachuta is also the secondary pitcher on this team. She pitched on Monday in the game against Heightstown and lines this one into left that skips right on by Lovell and rolls to the wall. This is going to get the Cardinals on the board. Pachuta's thinking 3. She gets there standing. And the Cardinals are able to push a run across. It's 5-1.
Was that a triple?
I was going to leave it up to you.
Well, I didn't stand up, so the thing was in my. What are you guys giving, Jeff? You're what? Jeff Shatton says he's generous.
We'll be generous, too. We'll say triple and an RBI.
All right. There's been some tough calls today.
The batter now is Zoe Hartman, and if Lawrence has any thoughts of making this one a game, this is a big run over there at third base. Hartman on the ground to second. Walsh gloves and fires, and they'll leave that runner stranded out there at third, but it's off a triple that puts the Cardinals on the board here in the fourth inning, and we'll head to the bottom of the fourth. The Spartans on top 5-1.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Summer starts here at Team Toyota. Whether you're road tripping in the all-new RAV4, sprinting through your sports schedule in the Sienna, or hitting the farmer's market with friends in a Camry, Team Toyota has a huge selection of new and certified Toyota models, hybrid, electric, or gas. We've got the right option for your drive. Plus, our award-winning service centers will keep you on the road all summer long. Team Toyota, ready for wherever summer takes you. Stop in today or visit teamtoyota.net.
For over 30 years, Mercer Bucks Orthopedics has provided expert orthopedic care to keep you moving. World-class orthopedic care here in your hometown from Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, with 3 convenient locations in Lawrenceville, Hamilton, and in Langhorne. And now open in Hamilton is DiLorenzo's The Berg, 147 Sloan Avenue. Tyler DiLorenzo, third-generation pie maker, brings his iconic Trenton tomato pies back to Hamilton with warm, friendly service since 1938.
Now batting for the Spartans, number.
I knew if I didn't get up sooner or later that this yellow thing would block me from something that I should have seen. Guess I should stand up, huh?
Yeah, Fish has prioritized rest over sight.
Okay, I'm up.
As you can hear.
Yeah.
Top of the order due up for the Spartans here in the fourth, on top 5-1 in the CVC tournament quarterfinals. Mia Pope grounds one out to first. A nice pick there by Heather Lastician, and she beats Pope to the bag for the first out.
Yeah, very nice play by Lastician. She had to get over, make a long backhand play, one hop into her glove, and took it to the bag. Very nice play.
Well, on both sides, Fish, these hitters haven't really been too patient.
No.
I think we could say that for sure today.
Nope. But that was a big play because, you don't want, how many times have we seen big rallies start with Mia Pope? And, she gets on with nobody out. Steiner feeds off of that. They really do. They feed off of one gets a hit, the next one gets a hit. They like to talk about that in their post-game interviews, too.
Miller rips one fair down the left field line and into the corner. She's going to round first and get to second easily. And it's another extra base hit for the Spartans as Ellie Miller climbs aboard with one out.
Oh, she smoked that ball. Oh, my.
Now batting for the Spartans, number 1, Bianca Walsh.
What is that, 3 doubles now for Steinert?
4 doubles. Walsh has 1, Castellano has 1, Milton has 1, and now Miller.
Oh, I missed Walsh's. I didn't write it down dark enough. Walsh having a nice day. Single, double. She's put some good swings on the ball, too.
Yeah, the team leader in hits and RBIs has added to her total this afternoon. And a chance to keep on climbing right here, and that one's taken low. Walsh came into the day hitting .437. And of course, that average has since climbed as she's halfway to the cycle. Skies this one foul and out of play. All right, Fish, that one's closer to you. Now you got to go get it.
It's closest to the point guard. She can get it.
But Brianne's got to work the camera. 1-2 is shot under the glove of Hartman at second and into right field. They're going to put the stop sign up at the last second for Miller.
Yeah, good call.
And so runners on the corners now with one away, and here comes Castellano and Bianca Walsh, 3 for 3.
I'll tell you what, Bianca Walsh is right on the ball. I mean, she is just, every hit has just been smoked solid. I mean, her swing is nice and smooth, level.
Castellano first pitch swinging out to right.
Oh, she
Hager
fell down.
falls, gets up, and it's going to drop. The throw back into second is not in time as Miller scores, and it's 6-1. And you got to go single on that one, right?
Yeah, you do. That's a tough break.
As the day of interesting scoring continues.
No, that was an easy one, actually. But yeah, I mean that's just a tough break for Lawrence. Tough break for the pitcher. Tough break for Haig.
For the catcher, number 76, Alina Eckel.
And Jeff Shatton wants time, and he's going to go out there and have a word with Bailey Schaefer. Cardinals cannot let this one get away from them right here if they want any chance of making this comeback. So Schaefer is going to exit. And it's going to be Amelia Petruta who's going to climb into the circle, and we'll have all of her details when we come back. Pitching change here in the CVC quarterfinals. Back after this on WBCB.
Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Back here from Steinert, bottom of the fourth in the CVC quarterfinals, and a new pitcher in the circle for Lawrence. It'll be the freshman Amelia Petruta, a 5.09 ERA in 11 innings this season. She surrendered 11 hits, 8 earned runs, has walked 13 and struck out 18. The two runners out there for the Spartans are still Bailey Schaefer's responsibility. And to finish off the defensive changes, senior Danielle Navias takes over at third.
Yeah, Pachuca came in relief after one inning against Hightstown the other day. Schaefer had a bit of a little health issue, and she did a pretty nice job.
Yeah, went 4 innings, allowed 2 hits, 3 runs, only one of which was earned, walked 3 and struck out 6 in the win against the Rams.
Yeah, I don't know what it was bothering Schaefer, but maybe if there's some lingering effects to that, I don't know.
It's a nice play behind home plate. Now Eccles picked off over there at first. Brielle Eckel wandered a little too far off the first base bag, and a heck of a play by Spiteri behind the dish.
Yeah.
And so 2 outs with now just a runner on second for Milton.
Well, you never want that to happen. Especially when you're a courtesy runner.
Maddie Milton, 2 for 2 today, which is a welcome sight for her. She had been 7 for her last 30 after starting the season, 14 for her first 33.
Yeah, she came out smoking.
3-0, she takes us in the same spot and she draws a walk. So third time Milton has reached base safely today. And first and second, 2 away for Aaliyah O'Neill.
Now batting for the Spartans, number 30, Aaliyah O'Neill.
This is where Steinert has done a lot of their damage with 2 outs and runners on. And O'Neill takes the first pitch fastball on the inside black. It's 0-1. O'Neill a chance to extend her 3-game hit streak. She's been robbed twice so far. She's hit the ball hard, but has lined out a pair of times. And this one hits it hard off of her leg.
That's a foul ball, isn't it? Yeah, okay, he's calling a foul. I thought that went off her foot. Yeah, she has. She's hit the ball hard twice with nothing to show for it. That's a really good glove down there at third base. Came in hitting over 300. Well, I'd like to get a hit here and just get back over that mark.
Yeah, she's now 2 for 14 in conference and county tournament games. She's one of a plethora of Spartans who have actually struggled at the local tournament level.
Yeah.
The 1-2. This one's kind of a floating grounder to second. Hartman has it, flips not in time. And even if she rushed that throw, wouldn't have had a chance at O'Neill. That'll be an infield hit. And the bases are juiced now for Swyzak.
How big is that pickoff play now? You'd have a run in with the bases loaded with 1 out.
Some justice there for O'Neill. She hits 2 balls right on the screws for outs, then floats one to second base for a hit.
Yeah, exactly. Baseball and softball, everything evens out, right?
Lindsay Swyzak looking to break this one open in the 4th, and that one sails up and away. Came into this game, Fish, as a .297 hitter for her career in the months of May and June, which sounds good, but when you compare it to her March and April at .413.
Well, you really broke it down.
It's amazing the things you can find on NJ.com, isn't it?
As long as we know they're accurate. How many RBIs does she have this year?
That one's over for a called strike. It's 2-2. Well, Swyzak this year, in addition to leading the team in average at .444, she's driven in 12.
Okay. Well, she's down in the lineup, so by the time they get to her, a lot of those runs have been driven in.
Chance to drive in some right here, but she waves and misses at a fastball, and a nice job by Pachuta to strand the bases loaded in the 4th. We go to the 5th with Steinert on top 6-1 here in the CVC tournament quarterfinals.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
The Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It's important for everybody to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. Whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot, Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. And today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of their students the best of luck this school term.
Well, we know who the winner of this game will play, as Notre Dame won easily over Hopewell Valley, 16-0 in 3 innings. So Irish and the Spartans will square off again, as they seem to do almost every year in these tournaments. Or Robbinsville.
Swing and a miss to begin the 5th here from the new third baseman in Danielle Navias. And if Steinert hangs on, it would be a rematch of the 2024 semifinals that saw Notre Dame take home a 4-2 victory. Oh-2, got her. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Ellie Miller has strikeout number 7 to begin the 5th.
The Cardinals, number 25, Heather Lestition.
Heather Lestition is the batter. She grounded out to second back in the 3rd. She rolls one foul. It's 0-1.
You know, it's interesting. Steiner had 4 hits that last inning, but just 1 run.
Brielle Eckel was picked off over there at first base after she scampered too far on a ball that was nicely blocked by Madison Spiteri behind home plate. Oh-2 from Miller. Ground ball to the left side. O'Neill cuts it off, and just like how she began today, Aaliyah O'Neill hops in front of Mia Pope, who's kind of shaking her head and probably thinking to herself, hey, can I get one of these ground balls?
I mean, this Steinert infield is just so airtight.
Leonardo, a wave and a miss. It's 0-1. Well, Mia Pope got a chance to field the ground ball that was off of Leonardo's bat back in the 3rd. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out to the shortstop. That's fouled away. It's 0-2. No balls, 8 strikes from Miller in this inning so far. She's been on cruise control all afternoon long and continues it right there with strikeout number 8. Ellie Miller works a 1-2-3 inning. She does not throw a ball out of the zone in the 5th. Time to stretch here from White House Rupert Field as we go to the bottom of the 5th with the Spartans comfortably ahead 6-1.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at trentonian.com. And today's game is brought to you as a public service by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, a chance to stand with your community and show that nobody struggles alone. For more information about programs offered by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, you can visit mercercountyprosecutor.com. Pinch hitter here from Jen Melker as Danica Spack is going to dig in for Victoria Poppert. Well, Poppert was the designated player, so Spack a chance to swing it here in the 5th, and she runs up and squares and takes a strike.
Yes, Spack is the flex player, the center fielder, flex.
Looking to break out of what's been a pretty prolonged slump at the dish. 2 for 17 in the last 6 games that she's hit in. That's a ball and a strike here on the junior Spack. She was 2 for 2 with a double and 2 runs against Lawrence back on May the 5th. Also had a 2 for 2 effort against them in the CVC quarterfinals last season.
Not only stepping on your wires, I'm stepping on my wires here.
Fish is all tangled up underneath the table.
I am. I feel like I'm in a cobweb or something.
Winner of this game gets Notre Dame on Saturday in the semifinals. If Steinert wins it, that would be right here. 3 balls and a strike to count on Spack. If Lawrence wins it, it would be a battle of Route 206 on the southern side.
Yes. Which we had in baseball.
On a 3-1, Spack takes one in the dirt for ball 4. So she draws a 5-pitch walk in her first plate appearance of the day. And she sets the table now for Addie Lovell.
Wait, no, we didn't have that in baseball. That was just a regular season game we were at.
Lovell squares and bunts that one foul. She's 0 for 1 today with a walk and a fly out is Lovell. Steinert looking to continue their monstrous win streak against the Cardinals. They have not lost to them in the NJ.com era, 20-0.
Now, what are you going to do when NJ.com next year, when they take 2011 out because they don't have any more room for it? Is the NJ.com era only going to be till 2012?
I think it's going to have to be. It's going to have to move.
Well, that's not that's a false label.
It'll be the NJ.com era next year. The era can change, Fish. Just ask Taylor Swift.
Instead of calling it the era, why don't you just say, well, as far back as we can tell. It's very frustrating that they can't maintain the, I think that started in like 2009 or 2010.
The 0-2 is taken down low. It's 1-2. I didn't realize they can't maintain more than 15.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's there's been a few years dropped off since it started. That's why I bristle at your description.
Swing and a miss, and Spiteri had a tough time getting that one out of the glove. And Spack is going to have second base stolen. So a strikeout for Lovell, and it's the first K of the day for Pachuta.
Yeah, Spack has good speed. Why not cut her loose?
For the Spartans, number 9, Leah Pope.
Yeah, Pope still looking to tie Z Hallam for that second place on the list. It's like that word I use there, pal, bristle.
Right out of Merriam-Webster. Down low, it's a ball and no strikes on Pope.
Do they even still make dictionaries?
If they do, nobody's reading them. It's a waste of paper. Just Google everything now.
Yep.
Nice pick by Spiteri, and Spack doesn't wander too far off of second.
Yeah, I was looking at some books on Amazon, and they had somehow a dictionary popped up, and I go, "Oh, I should get a dictionary." And then I'm like, "Why?"
just to say you have it.
Yeah.
It makes you look like a scholar. This one's on the ground, fielded by Lastician on a bounce, and there's going to be no play.
Yeah, she would have never had her. Mia Pope can fly down that line, and that ties Kristen Hallam. Second place all time.
I was going to say, I was going to leave that one up to you right there on the scoring discretion.
Oh, no, she would have never. She would have had to stop, field it, plant. I mean, depending on the runner. I mean, if it was a slow, lumbering runner, maybe. But, I mean, with Mia Pope, that was a hit all the way.
The Cardinals now will have a meeting in the circle, and I'll let you know that just around the corner is another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. Full and half-season ticket memberships as well as multi-game packs are on sale now for the 2026 season. And celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community is Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They've got it all, new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks and a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Corners one down for Ellie Miller, and she squares and bunts it foul. It's the second time she's squared around today.
Yes, it is.
Last time she did it with nobody on, which really took me by surprise. Here I can understand it a little bit more.
Yeah, there's a little safety squeeze action. Get the runners moving, maybe get Lawrence to kind of throw it away.
That one skips away, and Spack is going to score easily as she speeds across home plate with Steinert's 7th run.
Well, now, I doubt she'd bunt now to get her to third with 2 outs.
Ellie Miller's got to be thinking about an RBI hit right here. And that one's taken high off the glove of Spiteri, but doesn't bounce far enough away for Pope to go to third.
Her last time up, she lined a vicious low line drive inside the third base line for, was that a double or a single she got on that? Double.
2-1 is fouled off. But Ellie Miller, she's gone 6 consecutive games without collecting multiple hits, which is the longest stretch for her since the end of 2024. She's 1 for 3 today with that double her last time up.
He just blew me away with that one.
And a wave and a miss right there. So she goes down, and she's the second strikeout victim of the inning for Pachuta. Did I blow you away, or is it this wind?
No, you did. Longest stretch without 2 hits in a game since 2024.
That's how you know you're a good hitter, when 6 games in a row is your longest streak in 2 years without multiple hits.
Still, for you to find that, that's, I tell you, I'm impressed.
The first pitch to Walsh is taken for a called strike. Well, now Miller's going to have to hope that the offense continues to score some runs here, or else it's going to go to 7.
Well, or at least 6.
Well, was that 6 coming into this game? So today would be the 7th.
Oh, right, yeah.
You just wanted to hear the 6-7 mentioned, didn't you?
Something like that. Yeah. After I learned what it sort of was.
Did you find that in the dictionary?
No.
Oh, what a play by Spiteri. And it doesn't matter because Pope's off to third and she's in there with a stolen base. It's her team leading 14th of the year. First stolen base of the day for Steinert. One, two, Walsh lines it foul. That's the closest we've had all day.
Yep.
A little bit lower, and Gus's umbrella would have had to work some miracles again.
Magic umbrella. I haven't seen an umbrella like that since Mary Poppins.
You know, Gus actually floated in on it today.
Oh, did he? With a big carpet bag?
He always tries to make an entrance.
I'm just picturing that in my mind right now.
I'm very interested to now see how he's going to show up to the games tomorrow at Bob DeMayo Field.
Are you doing both of those games?
I'll be on color and camera with Chris Ermer for the first game, and then play-by-play for the nightcap.
Oh.
So now I know that you're only going to tune into the first game.
Yeah, yes. No, I still have to hear you do color. They should be some pretty good games tomorrow night.
Two and two the count here on Walsh, and that one kind of rolled up there. It's 3-2. Yeah, Steinert and Allentown in the first game. You look at that one on paper, and Allentown's the favorite, but Steinert has certainly had their fair share of big wins. And then Lawrence and Hightstown.
Steinert's playing a lot better since mid-April, late April. They started to pick it up.
This one's off the end of the bat, out to short for Lestitian. The throw is not in time.
Oh, good hustle by Bianca Walsh. My goodness.
Well, she was smelling her fourth hit of the game right there, and she's 4 for 4 now with a pair of RBIs.
Yeah, now when was her last 4-hit game, buddy?
That I'll get back to you on.
All right.
Well, it's an 8-1 ball game. Steinert scored now in every inning. Francesca Castellano is the batter. And she swings at the first pitch and shoots it foul. The police officer over there had that one nick off his hand. That's what I looked like a couple years ago when one came this way, except it was not as hard hit as that, which means that I easily should have had it.
But you gave it an effort. That's all that matters.
0-1, chopped on the ground left side and through for another hit for Castellano. It'll be her third of the day, and the middle of this order just continues to rake. That's now 9 hits between the 3, 4, and 5 hitters.
Maddie Milton.
Yes, it is.
Brielle Eccles going to courtesy run for Castellano out there at first. Well, a 3-run homer now would send this one, where it would send Steinert through to the semis. This is not a power-packed lineup, but Maddie Milton does have the lone 2 home runs this season.
Yeah, but I think with this wind today, kind of tough. It's kind of blowing in, isn't it? Feels like it's blowing in our faces a little bit.
It's blowing straight across from right to left.
Yeah.
Meeting on the mound, and I'll let you know that for over 30 years, Mercer Bucks Orthopedics has provided expert orthopedic care to keep you moving. World-class orthopedic care here in your hometown from Mercer Bucks Orthopedics. 3 convenient locations in Lawrenceville, Hamilton, and in Langhorne. And now open in Hamilton is DiLorenzo's The Berg, 147 Sloan Avenue. Tyler DiLorenzo, third-generation pie maker, brings his iconic Trenton tomato pies back to Hamilton. They've been serving the highest quality pizza with warm-friendly service since 1938. DiLorenzo's The Berg, now back in Hamilton, 147 Sloan Avenue. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you could read all about it in tomorrow's edition of The Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's The Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's The Trentonian. Just around the corner is another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. Full and half-season ticket memberships as well as multi-game packs are on sale now for the 2026 season.
Well, Maddie Milton. Like you said, she was struggling coming into this game, but a couple hits, that'll do wonders for a player's confidence.
Pops this one up foul, and I saw Brienne down there manning the camera, but also giving that one a look.
Our hero.
Here.
They wouldn't.
You'd have to run it.
We'd be, yeah, they wouldn't. We'd be scrambling around here like knuckleheads. Maybe Gus could take over with his Mary Poppins magic.
This one's again popped up left side, and it's going to reach the patio seats.
There you go.
The lawn chairs. They've got Jaded Leonardo now shaded pretty much as far over as you can without having her in foul territory out there and left. Milton fists this one in the air, and right there is the catcher, Spiteri, to put it away and retire the side. Spartans push 2 more runs across as we go to the 6th here in the CVC quarterfinals. Steinert up 8-1 against Lawrence.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Summer starts here at Team Toyota. Whether you're road tripping in the all-new RAV4, sprinting through your sports schedule in the Sienna, or hitting the farmer's market with friends in a Camry, Team Toyota has a huge selection of new and certified Toyota models, hybrid, electric, or gas. We've got the right option for your drive. Plus, our award-winning service centers will keep you on the road all summer long. Team Toyota, ready for wherever summer takes you. Stop in today or visit teamtoyota.net.
Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community is Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They've got it all in new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks and a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. We go to the 6th here in the CVC tournament quarterfinals. A date with the Notre Dame Irish is what's at stake. These final couple of innings, Steinert comfortably ahead on top 8-1, and Ellie Miller back to work. Facing the top of this Lawrence order, it'll be Hope Lestitian, Grace Telichka, and Madison Spiteri. Lestitian 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts, runs up to bunt and takes a strike. Miller so far has fanned 8 through the first 5. This one slapped on the ground to second, charging Walsh, and she's really been a vacuum cleaner over there at second base today.
Be honest, Jordan, how much do you enjoy watching this infield play?
I mean, it's a lot of times whenever you watch softball and baseball at this level and a ball gets hit on the ground like that, you expect the play to be made. However, it's always in the back of your mind. It's like if this takes a weird hop or this one could nick off somebody's glove. That thought does not cross my mind here as Pope fields on the backhand and makes a wild throw. That's going to allow Telichka to get to second. That was a hard hit ball fish, but just as we're talking about it, O'Neill probably had a shot at that one. But still, it would have been a really tough play to make.
So what, hitting an error?
Yeah, hitting an error. Hitting an E6.
Just when we were talking about how good the infield is. But, yeah, she was just trying to make a great play there. We've seen Mia Pope make some great plays. There's no doubt about that.
O'Neill has this one and makes the play to third. Yeah, if you put the ball on the ground against this Steinert infield, you almost are better off just turning around and walking back to the dugout.
Yep. And it's not just that they make the plays, they're so smooth. I mean, they just look like softball players. They look like fielders. I mean, and look, there obviously there's a lot of players like that in the CVC and in this, everywhere. But for one infield to have that, it's pretty good.
Ball and no strikes to count on Ellie Hager. And how many times have we seen, I mean, just this season, in watching all these baseball and softball games where infield errors extend innings and cause a team to give up a lot of runs.
Well, that's high school. I mean, that's high school. You know, you got to make the plays. You know, very few pitchers are going to strike out 12, 13 guys a game. You got to depend on your defense. Softball, it's a little different. You get some pitchers that'll plow. He'll punch out average 15, 16 strikeouts a game. But
and Steinert kind of has the best of both worlds, where they've got Ellie Miller, who strikes out over 10 a game, and then this infield that plays nearly flawless.
Right.
1-2 from Miller. Popped up. O'Neill makes the grab while standing on third base, and a little friendly gesture there between her and Telichka, and that will end the inning. I don't think Telichka recognized how many outs there were. That was the third, and we'll go to the bottom of the sixth, an 8-1 ball game.
Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
For over 30 years, Mercer Bucks Orthopedics has provided expert orthopedic care to keep you moving. World-class orthopedic care here in your hometown from Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, 3 convenient locations in Lawrenceville, Hamilton, and Langhorne. And now open in Hamilton is DiLorenzo's The Berg, 147 Sloan Avenue. Tyler DiLorenzo, the third-generation pie maker, brings his iconic Trenton tomato pies back to Hamilton with warm, friendly service since 1938.
Now batting for the Spartans.
We go to the bottom of the sixth. Steinert on top by 7, but a little insurance never hurt anybody, and the Spartans will be looking for just that as they send 6, 7, and 8 to the dish to face Amelia Pachuta. Aaliyah O'Neill, Lindsay Swyzak, and Danica Spack due up here in the bottom of the sixth as the Spartans look to punch their ticket to yet another local tournament semifinal. And it would be another chance against those Notre Dame Irish on Saturday.
Well, the last time that they won the county tournament, that was the year before.
This one nicks off the glove of Heather Lestitian at first, and O'Neill's aboard. Error?
What do you think?
I was going to say error on that one.
Okay, all right.
Now batting for the Spartans, number 7, Lindsay Swyzak.
I defer to you on that. What, they won the county tournament the year before this run started, is that right?
Yeah, in 2022.
Yeah.
This is a perfectly placed bunt from Swyzak. The throw to first is just in time, and a good job by Amelia Pachuta to field her position.
Yeah, it was a nice play. Pachuta, how good is she going to be? I mean, she's good already. How great is she going to be?
Number 00.
A lot of these players, this is going to be a fun team to watch.
Here comes Danica Spack digging in against Pachuta with a runner on 2nd and 1 down. Spack swings away and comes up empty. It's 0-1. And of course, also fish if this score holds and it does end up being Steinert and Notre Dame on Saturday. What a pitching matchup that would be. Ellie Miller for the Spartans against McKenna Seiler of Notre Dame. The top 2 in terms of ERA in the CVC.
Yeah. They played each other earlier this year, and Steinert took an 8-1 lead. Notre Dame came back with 6 runs, made it 8-7. And I don't think Seiler didn't come in till later in that game in relief. So we'll see how that one plays out.
You possibly, if you're Notre Dame, you're thinking about that one as, hey, if Seiler was starting that game,
maybe
we would have had Steinert.
Yeah.
On a 2-1, Spack shoots this one foul.
I mean, Steinert and Notre Dame are like big-time rivals now. I mean, 2 of the class teams, class programs in this county conference. And always fun when they get together.
2-2. Shot foul again. They're getting close.
Yeah.
See, that's the reason why we don't have to worry about either of us running to go get the balls. They have plenty of ball boys back here at Steinert.
Yes.
That one was in and out of the glove of Spiteri. Well, Steinert is going to get over the hump in the semifinals and make their way to the championship game for the first time since 2022. It's not like it's going to be an easy task.
Never is.
There's a called strike 3 as Spack goes down looking.
It never is, my friend. It never is.
And we're used to CVC being very good, but this season especially, I mean, depending on where you look in terms of state rankings, there's 3 CVC teams in the top 15 between Steinert, Notre Dame, and Allentown.
And I'm sure Robbinsville feels like it should be up there. You know, Robbinsville, the year that Steinert won the Tournament of Champions, the best team in the entire state, right? Everybody, Group 1, 2, 3, 4, non-public A, non-public B, the best team of them all, and Robbinsville beat them 3 times that year. I mean, poor Rick Fortenbaugh, the Trentonian, it drove him nuts. Who do I make the #1 team in my final rankings? Steinert's the best in the whole state, but Notre Dame or Robbinsville beat him 3 times.
So who'd he settle on?
I think he put Steinert. I think he made it Steinert. But I could see both teams having a you know, hey, well, we beat Steinert 3 times. But I think you have to look at the overall body of work. You know, now maybe if Robbinsville had won Group 2 that year, I don't know if they did or not. I don't think they did. But yeah, that was pretty interesting.
The count here is 3-1 on Lovell. Looking to extend this inning, get the top of the order back up. And that's a called strike 2. Nothing like the good old called strike 2, Fish. It keeps everybody on their toes.
Yeah, except me.
Except you. You've sat back down. You're not worried about a yellow line over this fence.
I hope not. I have you to tell me if it's. I've stood my share today.
Uh-oh, that one's rolling onto the road and all the way into somebody's front yard.
Oh boy!
It avoided the traffic though. Imagine you're just driving right down the road and oh, here comes a line drive softball right at your bumper.
Yeah.
Full count offering way upstairs, ball 4, and Lovell draws her second walk of the day. And the inning will be extended as Mia Pope will get a 5th chance to swing it.
Now batting for the Spartans, number 9.
Well,
Mia.
at Nottingham sometimes somebody hits a home run over that left field fence and those cars are in danger. Because if that ball goes over the fence, it's taking a high bounce. It's going to come down and crack a windshield. I think who else has some dangerous streets for foul balls.
We know Lawrence has perhaps the most dangerous parking lot for
Lawrence?
baseball, at least.
Well, I think Notre Dame. I mean, Notre Dame, you got to watch foul balls from the.
Uh-oh, Fish lost his headset.
No, I got tangled up again. With Notre Dame, you got to watch. The parking lot's literally right by the field, and you got to watch softball balls coming. You got to watch baseball balls coming. Lawrence, they don't let you park close, so that can't be dangerous because they don't even give you. Oh, wow, you don't see that too often.
Yep.
Mia Pope chasing a bad pitch like that.
Quite over-aggressive.
Yeah.
A 2-on-2 out here for Steinert. And the 2-1 to Pope is taken high, and she shows some patience. Well, ball cutting through this wind would end it. And a healthy cut that time. That was a real nice swing, but she just gets a piece.
I don't think you're going to see a ball cut through this wind. You certainly are a positive thinker, aren't you?
Well, now Mia Pope is hoping that what happened during those Little League games over the summer happens again right here for her. She skies this one foul. Yeah, during one of the Little League games this past season at Sunnybray, Fish said that we weren't going to get a home run because we were looking for our first home run in the tournament.
Oh,
the
right.
second batter in the game goes deep.
Yeah. Yeah, and if I remember, my buddy sort of...
I made it known to the world.
Yeah, he did a little creative linkage there with the comments.
That's back-to-back walks from Pashuta. And so Mia Pope is aboard for the third time. And they're all loaded up now for Ellie Miller, who's been dealing out there in the circle, but now has a chance to end it at the plate.
That was a pesky at-bat by Mia Pope. Yeah, if Miller could put one in the gap, she could end this game for herself.
She's thrown 6 innings of 1-run ball to this point. Has given up just the 2 hits. And the control is starting to get away from Pachuta as this one rolls to the backstop. Another wild pitch allows another run to score. And it's a 9-1 ball game.
I'm glad you got the pronunciation of Pachuta's name, because I was looking, I'm like, how do you say it? Posiudo? It was very difficult, spelled very weird.
Yeah, the Lawrence Cardinals keep us on our toes when it comes to pronunciation.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But Pachuta might be the cream of the crop.
Yeah, I agree.
Single now would end it as Miller takes low. And you wonder now if Pachuta's maybe just starting to tire out there.
It could be.
As a secondary pitcher, perhaps not used to throwing this many pitches, especially with runners on base. 3-0 to Miller. And she takes, and it's low and inside, and that's 3 straight free passes. And here comes Bianca Walsh, who's already 4 for 4 today, the leading candidate to be our player of the game.
Bianca.
Well, if 4 for 4 sounds nice, you know 5 for 5 sounds even sweeter to the ears of Walsh.
Jen Milker. Huh?
First pitch she takes, it's a called strike as Pachuta refines the zone.
I'm surprised she took that. She usually likes to jump on those pitches.
4 for 4 today, 3 singles, a double, and 2 RBIs. Looking to add to it right here and end it. And she takes low, it's 1-1. Way upstairs, 2-1.
Do you need this lineup card, Jordan?
I don't need it, I've got it written down.
Yeah, me too, but you can barely read this anyway. All right, so it's up to me to throw it away. All the work I have to do around here.
The 2-1 is taken at the knees. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fish works harder than anybody, and I'm just keeping you on your toes.
Yeah.
Making sure that you don't slack off.
What would I do without you?
Only runners that matter are at second and third, and Walsh loops this one into center field. Both of those runners will come across the plate, and Bianca Walsh is going to cap a 5 for 5 day with what should be a walk-off, as the teams have kind of yet to vacate the field. And it should send Steinert through to the semifinals, and there it is. 11-1 is your final score. Bianca Walsh What a day for her. She's going to be our player of the game. You can find that interview shortly following the conclusion of this broadcast on our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube Shorts page. Steinert wins this one 11-1 in 6 innings as they mercy rule the Cardinals for the second time this season. They'll get a chance to take on Notre Dame on Saturday in the semis. Today's game on WBCB was brought to you by Team Toyota, the Capital Health System, the Revere Restaurant, the New Jersey Education Association, the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, Kessel Dermatology, Saul Funeral Homes, Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, DiLorenzo's The Berg, now open in Hamilton, the Hamilton Township Division of Health, the Hamilton Township Education Association, the Trentonian, Hyundai of Trenton, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, the Trenton Thunder, and Haldeman Ford. Steinert wins this quarterfinal matchup over Lawrence 11-1 in 6 innings. Bianca Walsh, the day's hero from start to finish, as she goes 5 for 5 with 4 runs batted in, including the walk-off here in the 6th inning. Steinert will face Notre Dame on Saturday. We'll have that game for you here on WBCB. As for today's game, we thank you all for watching, and now one final time for the entire crew. From a broadcast partner, Rich Fisher, Brianne O'Neill operating the camera, and Gus the Bus Barber engineering.